everyone. Thank you for attending our first meeting of the new year. This time I'd like to introduce our new town manager in a couple of weeks. Mr. Ed Evans, can you come up? Ed's been the town manager in Seven Devils and most recently Beach Mountain. And welcome you to Bull Rock. His official start date is January 23rd. So, a couple of weeks, but that way. Give him your best shot. I guess we can approve the minutes now. Sorry.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the closed session minutes of December 13th and the regular council meeting minutes with the following addition. I would like the minutes to reflect that council member Sweeting asked the representatives of Enterline and Russell what was their occupancy rate, and the response was by the representative was 100%. I'll give that to you.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Not all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote no. Minutes stand approved. Okay, Kip, it's time for your monthly dissertation.
Well, due to the weather, let's say it'll be pretty brief. But I did make just a few notes that I'll briefly run through. Back before Christmas, we did get Norwood Circle open back up. Just a brief window there on the Thursday and Friday before Christmas, so we're able to get that taken care of for the residents in that part of the neighborhood. The underground utility work, the duct bank work, has continued well out towards the Green Park Inn area. And as of last week, if you saw that large concrete box that was set in front of where the old Goforth intersection used to be, that was just typical of those AT&T junction boxes that have been going into the ground about every 900 to 1,000 feet throughout the project. And they still have about two or three more of those to set to finish the project up. But they've been working in that area. They will be dropping back and finish some tie-in work at Norwood Circle as well as Country Club Drive. But they'll be able to do that work under traffic. There may be some flagging operations that will happen for some of that, but no road closures for the remainder of that duct bank work. And then they'll continue from Country Club Drive towards Pinnacle and kind of tie into where they've been working at along the golf course. And of course, then from there on, it's just a matter of finishing the duct bank up from the Green Park Inn down to the Blowing Rock sign, which is where the duct bank work ends for our contract. You may have noticed Blue Ridge Electric actually installed some more duct bank themselves down the mountain along some of our walls, and they will continue to do that to feed some of the condominiums down the mountain. But they're doing that through an encroachment with DOT, so that's not part of it. The wall work on the mountain has continued, and some of the weather, the wall just below the Blowing Rock sign on the mountain, they'll actually finish all of those panels this week. So as far as the face of that wall, it should finish out this week, and then that crew will be moving to begin another wall, which is a fairly large wall just below Blackberry Condos, between Blackberry Condos and Cone Orchard Road. And then also just south of Cone Orchard Road, they've started excavating actually today to prepare for two additional walls to be built between Cone Orchard Road and the old motel, which is the condominiums down there now. But they'll be excavating for the soil nail work and the soil stabilization to begin in that area also. So there's still a lot of work going on below the road that you just can't always see, and that will continue as long as the extreme weather doesn't run the guys inside. Sometimes it's hard to get them out there when it's 10 degrees and the wind's blowing. Our paving schedules, they're really day by day. I was just telling Kevin, if we get some warmer weather later this week, if the snow will melt, we might attempt some paving down on the mountain, but it's difficult at this point to really plan too far ahead till you just kind of see what the weather is. But we're going to stick it out through the winter as much as we can, and even if we can just get a day or two paving in here and there, we'll do it. But most of that paving in the immediate future will be confined to down on the mountain. So, saying it was been a pleasure working with Scott. He's been a true partner on the project for us, and we've had a good working relationship. And he's represented the town well, and we'll look forward to working with Mr. Evans.
Thank
That's all
you.
I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
May I ask you a question?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't think it's your contract, but those downforce lights, the street lights, I don't think that's you, but
It is
do
not
you
that.
know anything about that?
That will be worked out through Blue Ridge Electric, the pedestrian lights as well as the street lights. I do know the locations of those. I don't know if I can tell you off the top of my head, but other than that, we're only providing the conduit that will feed those lights.
You have no idea when they'll get there. Do you, Scott?
Well, they had initially planned to start this fall, but we're trying to work with them to make a consistent brightness of the bulb throughout the entire corridor, and they're working with this State Historic Office of Preservation, so I think they're still working through those details. But they had initially planned on starting doing half before Christmas and half after. So once they get those details ironed out, they should be rocking and rolling with it.
That's consistent with what I've been hearing also.
This last Christmas or the next?
Christmas of 16, and so half before this past Christmas and then half in the spring, so.
Are the conduits in?
The conduits are in.
Because it's dark on that road.
Yeah, I've had a number of comments about that myself, but yes, the conduits are in for the pedestrian and the street lights.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Okay, next we have a resolution supporting public safety responders regarding the Horton Fire. I'll share that with you if you will allow me to. Resolution honoring firefighters and public safety personnel. Whereas on November 21st, 2016, during a period of severe drought in western North Carolina, a fire which has become known as the Horton Fire began in the Sampson area of Watauga County. And whereas the fire quickly increased in size and intensity and eventually burned 1,450 acres in the Sampson community of Watauga County. And whereas public safety personnel worked tirelessly through the Thanksgiving holiday. And whereas public safety personnel forfeited their holiday with their families to ensure the safety of others. And whereas numerous public safety personnel, volunteers, and private citizens from Blowing Rock, Watauga County, and surrounding areas played a pivotal role in the protection of the affected community, whereby no lives or structures were lost. And now, therefore, it be resolved, the town of Blowing Rock, mayor and town council, as well as citizens of the town, hereby recognize and express their gratitude and appreciation to all those who battled the fire, supported the firefighters, as well as to those who rendered aid in protecting the properties and keeping everyone safe. Thanks to all those firefighters out there. Zero. And thank you to all who supported them as well. Okay, Employee Service Award, Scott?
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, everyone. I've got several service awards I'd like to hand out this evening. If I could get Trayton Green to come up to the podium and join me. Trayton has been with the town. He is receiving his 10-year plaque this evening. The town, through council support, started a program a couple of years ago to officially recognize with a plaque those that have been with the town at least 10 years, and then to recognize them every 5 years from there on forward. So that's the reason we don't have lots of employees tonight, but we are celebrating Trayton having passed his 10-year mark this past year. And Trayton has been a wonderful employee to get to know. He initially, when I started with the town, was in Public Works and the Utility Division, and he quickly transferred over, saw an opportunity to help out at the wastewater plant. Now he's in the utility plant operator, and he's passed his grade 1. He's working on his grade 2. So I'm real proud of this young man, and he's a fine gentleman as well. So congratulations, Trayton. says 30 on it.
Wow.
Tim has been making water for Town of Blowing Rock customers for 30 years, and he's been doing it well. And for the history at the Blowing Rock Water Plant, this man knows where every bolt is and how to tighten them and how to make that water plant hum. So Tim, thank you so much for our award-winning water. We really
Wow.
appreciate it. And Mayor and Council, if you'll indulge me a few more minutes, we had some individuals that we were prepared for some awards that we typically give out at our annual Christmas party. But there was one individual who wasn't able to make it, and I'd like to have Kent Graham come up and join me at the podium. Speaking of helpful, knowledgeable people, this man is certainly one of them. Right along the lines of the Horton, it's very appropriate that this is tonight actually, with the Horton Fire Resolution. I've termed this award Outstanding Achievement of 2016. The Town of Blowing Rock hereby officially recognizes Kent Graham's outstanding achievement during this year in response to the Horton Fire during the month of November. As the Blowing Rock Fire and Rescue Chief, Kent was instrumental in helping lead the multi-agency response to the Horton Fire. This is something he does best. He remained calm in the face of potential disaster and helped plan a comprehensive approach to the situation that served as a model for his own staff, as well as those of all the agencies assisting in the response. We are fortunate to have Kent Graham on our team. Thank you so much, Kent.
Hey, Kent.
I do appreciate that, but this will take a lot of people. There was a lot of people and an entire community of people, a state of people, and all the surrounding counties, and even as far away as California. So I appreciate all of those people making it look like I did something.
Thank you.
He's humble till the end. And as luck would have it, we actually had two outstanding achievements of 2016. I'd like to have Nicole Norman come join me at the podium.
Here, here.
Drag her in.
Kent helped save a lot of lives and property with what he did this past year. Nicole helped save a lot of dollars this past year. And Kent talked about a lot of people helping, and that's true, and he helped lead. I can't say that too much for Nicole on this one. She pretty much did it all herself. There was so much paperwork involved in issuing the bonds of our first phase of our general obligation bond referendum. I mean, these are measured in stacks this thick, so it was simply amazing. The Town of Blowing Rock hereby officially recognizes Nicole Norman's outstanding achievement during this year in preparing the general obligation bond package required for the Town of Blowing Rock to sell its first phase of bond project money. Her detailed and thorough work helped result in the Town of Blowing Rock achieving AA+ ratings from Standard & Poor's. This work resulted in the town saving several $100,000 over the life of the bonds. We are fortunate to have Nicole Norman on our team. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Good going, Carl.
And if it's okay, I'd like to say something too. I did not do this alone, Scott. I mean, I've learned a lot
This special customer service recognition award is hereby presented to Linda Steen for the extraordinarily high level of personalized customer service she provides each and every day, year after year. Thank you so much.
I just want to say that I've been here a mighty long time, through the years, and I do love Glen Rock. And, we're genuinely gonna miss this fellow right here. He's brought so much love to the town, and, I wish you the best with everything. You have to come back and see us quite often, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Scott, we'll move into the consent agenda.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Tonight, we have one item on the consent agenda, tax releases and refunds. And last month, we had a rather large tax release and refund due to a computer adjustment required via Watauga County. There were a couple, actually, where those taxpayers had already paid their bills, so this is actually refunding a couple of those. And then there was another adjustment opportunity that was identified through Watauga County and the property owner. So we have two tax releases totaling $850.90 and three tax refunds totaling $1,013.29 for your approval.
Make a motion to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Discussion? There being none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, the discussion agenda. Jennifer?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The Blood, Sweat, and Tears Board member and ride director Scott Nelson is requesting to hold their third annual Lone Rock Fall Classic bike ride on Saturday, September 16th, 2017. The race will begin on Park Avenue and make a loop going through Happy Valley, Collinsville, Linville, and back to Park Avenue. I've attached the map to the overall route and route within Lone Rock. Scott Nelson will coordinate activities with Parks and Recreation, Lone Rock Fire and Rescue, and the Lone Rock Police Department. And they will provide a copy of their certificate of insurance prior to the event.
Thank you. Any questions?
Were they able to book the Legion Hall then, or was it already booked?
It's already booked. Which is booked for a while.
We have had a great partnership with Blowing Rock Elementary School, and Patrick Succo's been great about letting them use the gymnasium for those.
I make a motion that, we go with it for the third time. I hope they have a little bit better weather. As I remember last year, kind of rained for most of it. It was pretty bad, so let's hope for a better race this year.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote no. Motion carries. Okay, Jennifer, carry on. Maybe Madness Run.
The Blue Ridge Conservancy is requesting to hold their 18th annual Lone Rock Mayview Madness 5K Fun Run Road Race on Saturday. Originally, it was going to be September 16th, which is what you have in your packet. However, the Lone Rock Fall Classic had already requested that date. So then they requested September 23rd, and then they realized that that is a home ASU football game against Wake Forest. So now they are requesting September 30th. The fun run will begin at 8 a.m. on Park Avenue and continue on Laurel Lane to Clark Street, loop around to Van Field, and then return to the finish at the rear of Memorial Park. The proposed route of the 5K road race will begin at 8:30 a.m. at the rear of Memorial Park, continue up to the Mayview area, follow Highway 221 to Clark Street, and finish at Bistro Roca. The Blue Ridge Conservancy will coordinate activities with Parks and Recreation, Lone Rock Fire and Rescue, and the Lone Rock Police Department. A copy of their certificate of insurance will be provided prior to the event as well.
Thank you. Questions? What's your pleasure?
Make a motion, we approve.
Yeah.
Second.
Any discussion? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote no. Motion carries. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes, that's your.
Okay, Okay, speakers from the floor, we have Mr. David Harwood of 191 Chestnut Drive. And he wants to thank us for our sledding hill.
Yes. So growing up in Albemarle, North Carolina, we had a perfect sledding hill. I mean, it started high, came down, there was a little hill at the bottom so you'd slow down. Problem is, we didn't have any snow. But when we did have it, it was absolutely magical. And the town didn't plow the street, and it was just great. And some of my fondest memories of that sledding hill. So on the inauguration of our sledding hill, I want to thank the council, thank Mayor Lawrence, and thank the town for providing it because I had a great time. The only casualty of it is I now have a broken iPhone. You should take your iPhone out of your coat pocket when you're sledding. But it was absolutely great. I hope it's a tradition that we start and continue. I especially want to thank the Mathesons for allowing us to use their front yard. Not only did they provide the hill in front of their house, they even put out sleds for people. And I think if Doug had been home more, he would have provided hot chocolate.
No, he would have sold.
So it's my understanding that it was John Aldrich who came up with the idea. John and I were one of the first ones out there on Saturday packing it down for everybody else. All the staff at Brom went yesterday. So it's been used a lot. I actually ran into people from Charlotte that were on the hill that they didn't get enough snow down there, so they came up here and used it. So there was some economic benefit to it, I think. So I just wanted to give you a long-winded thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Thank
David.
you.
Thank you. Okay, Scott? That's no
Yes.
more.
Yes, Mayor, we had a request to follow up on our 321 speeding update. We have continued to monitor. We've had Tony and his officers out there creating a presence. For the last several months, just to give you an idea of the citations that have been issued, and these include both warnings and actual tickets. During September, we issued 21 total, 25 in October, 27 November, and 25 in December. So that's a combination of both tickets and warnings. And for the most part, a few more tickets than warnings as we're trying to really focus on and help people realize that the speed limit is 35 through that corridor, and we're working with, as Kip alluded to, we're continuing to work with NCDOT to see if they can allow and install some additional speed limit signs to make it that much more reminder friendly as people are traveling the corridor. One of the things that people may notice out there from time to time, we have a what looks like a speed display machine that as you approach it, it will actually reflect the speed that you're going. It's actually capturing data in the number of vehicles that are coming by. And from time to time, there will be a car that is going rather fast. We've had a few up in the 50, 60, even an occasional 70-mile-per-hour vehicle. And this is capturing it no matter what time of day over a couple of days. So we still are focused on catching those that are speeding, but those tend to be relatively minor in number, doesn't make them insignificant. So we are continuing to focus on that. But just to give folks an idea, over the time period when we started this back in September, we've recorded now just over 114,000 vehicles, and the overall average, taking out one of the spots along Green Park Inn because there was some construction during the time frame that we had the sign there, the average has been 36.15 miles per hour. And it also provides a breakdown of the percentage of folks who are going a little bit higher than that. So one of the pieces it provides is it provides the data to show you how fast are the top 15% of folks going. So that's called the 85th percentile. And those are going an average of 42.6. So that continues to be our focus area in the times of the day where you get some of those higher averages. So we just wanted to let folks know the new speed radar signs that council approved with the new budget, those have been approved, ordered, and are in. We have 2 officers completely, you have to be radar certified on the new machinery when it comes in, so they have been trained and are on the beat, so to speak, with those new devices. The third one is expecting to receive his official okay from Raleigh this week, and then the next one by the end of January. So we'll have 4 officers with active live radar. So that's kind of our update. And from time to time, if people know of other areas in town, we have heard of a couple instances on Green Hill Road. So that's an area we're going to be focusing on additionally as well. So that's our update.
Thanks, Scott.
I'd like to ask Kevin something. Do you know anything about the old hospital project removal?
Yes, we issued a demolition permit, I think yesterday or the day before. Contractors called today, return call. They've got some asbestos abatement procedures to do before they start tearing down the building. But they'll start here pretty soon.
Okay.
Did D.H. Griffin get it, or who's doing it?
It's David Looper,
Oh, okay.
contractor, but I don't, maybe they subbed out to someone else, maybe
Griffin.
Griffin, or they do it themselves.
Yeah, I would think.
Do you know if they're gonna go north or south on 321 bypass? They did not know that at the meeting we had.
I don't know whether you're gonna take, I know they're just gonna go up Upper Chestnut to Main Street.
Okay. Just be aware that that's a bad corner coming out. Okay.
Let me ask, Mike, tell me about this last snowstorm we had. How did the people obey the signs about snow removal on the main street and Sunset? Did you?
Very well.
Pretty good? Okay.
No problem.
So you got it cleared and lickety-split, huh? Good man. Okay? Thank you.
Anything else? Mr. Evans, it always doesn't go this fast. I'm sure you're aware of that. Just prepare you. We don't want to set your expectations too high. But we look
Kevin,
forward to
will
having
you
you
be
there.
monitoring when these trucks carrying the demolition go out from, by Sue's house to Maine? The contractor offered, traffic control there at that intersection. You remember
Second.
that? You gonna be monitoring?
They will be monitoring, but I'll monitor them.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's right, inspect what you expect.
Well, that concludes our regular agenda. At this time, we will recess the regular agenda, and we have Albert to ask for a executive session.
You were supposed to record this.
So you wouldn't have to read it.
I move that we enter into closed session consistent with North Carolina General Statute, Chapter 143, 318.11, Sections A3, to consult with an attorney employed or retained by the public body in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the public body, which privilege is hereby acknowledged.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Executive session now. Good to see you all. Is it? Good night.
You don't have to make a motion to go back in.
I don't know.
Thank you, thanks for staying.
I make a motion to go back into, open session,
Well, we're automatically.
You automatically go back.
because we didn't close it.
Yeah, we just recessed.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
I move we adjourn.
We done adjourned. There's no action, David.
Wait, just film.